So,
I hope you get into the playhouse at some point, AJ.
Wait, what?
The little playhouse behind you.
I can. I can fit
new
in
setting.
that bitch, just saying.
it would make sense. He does look like he's 10, so.
That's good, though.
Little Obi.
Little Obi. Alright, so, here we go, guys. Anybody want to bring us up to speed on what we remember, where we left off last time? Everybody up to, we've all reviewed our character sheets and backstories and that kind of stuff.
I know.
So yeah, the last thing you guys remember, you guys teleported inside the Deus Ex Machina, found out that it was in a hangar. You don't know where this hangar is. And you guys walked through a door into an office. Wood floors with like a big red rug on it. There's a like classic brown oak desk with a chair behind it. There's paintings on the wall. When you walk in the room, to your left there's another door, and to your right there's that desk, and there's a halfling sitting behind it. And for those who know, the only person that knows who this person is, Rhea knows it's Guido. Guido sees you guys come through this door, like, startles, and that's where we go. So, the next things that are going to happen are very important. So, if somebody does something, it will kick off a chain of events one way or the other. So,
Well, Ari, yeah, I didn't know if we were starting.
we are starting here in about, like, so think about this, because the way that you interact in this exact moment dictates what's going to happen.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys now, I'm not going to attack him, okay? We don't have to be
I
surprised.
slit his throat. No, I'm just kidding.
I just want to be like, we're taking the ship back, Guido, and how have you been?
What a greeting.
Obi is just in awe, and he's never seen a halfling, so he kind of wants to like approach him and examine him.
Okay.
But he holds himself back.
Examine him.
But
okay.
that's what he wants to do.
I just wanted to make sure that somebody in the group didn't just leap into action.
I'm not
No,
going
I'm following Rhea's lead.
I promise. I'm not going to attack him or anything. All I'm going to do, like,
Okay.
just before we even start, all I'm going to do is be like, hi, Guido. I'm taking my ship back. And how
And
the hell
just-
are ya?
And just to remember, it's fucking crowded in this ship, isn't it? Because we're all here.
You're not in the ship. You're in the hangar. So
I mean, we're in the hangar, but it's like super crowded, isn't it?
there's you're in a doorway. I imagine Rhea opens the door, and like Jackson and Obi and Vance are right behind her, followed by Missy, Lucan, and Tempe and Sickly Mouse.
Okay.
So they're the last couple people, like the organization members and Lucan. And so I imagine Rhea and maybe Jackson are in the doorway. So as you guys filter through, like, Guido pretty much sees Rhea go through the door, and then this big fucking armored dude come in the door, this little boy come in the door, Vance come in the door, and then who he recognizes as Lucan, Missy. It's just like how many more people are gonna come to this fucking door?
Yeah.
So, Rhea, roll me a perception check. Usually, I mean, with Rhea, I'm literally just fishing for a nat 1, and then you get a nat
Oh my
20.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Off to a great start.
One.
I mean, okay, so when Rhea goes in the room, she, like, literally, like, analyzes the room completely. It's like, that's Guido. He's armed. He has a dagger on him, and he's reaching under the table to grab something as you guys come in the door.
I say, stop.
So, like, it's like, imagine, like, I'm gonna, like, kinda, I don't know if you can see this, but, like, he's, like, reaching under like this. He's like, what the hell?
What the hell are you grabbing for?
And he's like, I'm not grabbing anything. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, we got your notes, and I'm getting my ship back.
And he's like, okay, but how did you get in that room? Like, that's the most secure room in this entire facility.
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Magic.
And he's like, hi, by the way. Like, I thought you were dead.
I asked how he was doing after I said get my ship back.
And he's like, I'm doing fine. I'm a little freaked out right now, not gonna lie. Because there's now a crowd in my office that I wasn't expecting to. He's like, shit.
Your office?
He's like, y'all need to, like, hide. This is really not good. This is really not good. Like you guys gotta, like, just Lucan, can you make them invisible? And Lucan's like, technically, yeah. What's going on? And he's like, this isn't good. This is good. They're on their way here right now. Like, you guys do not want to be seen in this room right now.
What?
Okay.
Huh? Who's they?
He's like, there's no time to explain. Lucan, make them invisible. So Lucan, I mean, unless you guys are unwilling, Lucan's gonna, like, tap all of you guys to make you guys invisible.
I don't know, Rhea, can we trust Guido? Is he...
Okay, we're gonna trust him for now because he looks kind of freaked out and scared. So
He does.
We're gonna...
He does. He looks.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit.
Okay, then I'm willing.
And he's just making us invisible. It's not like we're leaving.
And it's
so
Lucan.
Right.
It's Lucan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I say let him do it.
Okay.
Okay. So everybody is turned invisible by Lucan, including himself. There's a beat and a pause. Like everyone kind of like doesn't say anything for a second. Guido is like on his desk. He's like, okay. And like takes a moment, and the other door, the one that you had not come in, at the very end of this office, opens up. There is a big burly man, human, opens the door and just kind of holds it open, and 3 cloaked figures walk in the door. They have red cloaks on. Anybody that has knowledge of religion can go ahead and roll that.
Ah, damn it. No.
I believe I do. I put some points in it. I don't know about Obi. It's only
I
4.
did. I think I did just because...
Your backstory would make sense that you have religion.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
It's not very high, but...
That's honestly the best you guys have in this group.
I have 4, so we both should just roll it.
Well, I mean, anyone that has it can roll it.
Nat 20, bitch!
Damn, dude!
Buddy.
That's freaking insane.
Obi.
It's gonna be one of those sessions, man.
I hope so. We need one of those sessions.
No, right? Yeah, you guys definitely need a win. Okay. So... But it's Obi rolling it. Okay, how do I make this work? I was not expecting that. I was expecting Rhea to get it, but... Alright, so... You guys are invisible, and you watch this door open up, and each of there's the 3 red cloak guys. The cloaks are held together by a symbol, like a little clasp. The clasp is a pentagram, and it's surrounded by like a circle and a pentagram in the middle. Obi knows what this is because backstory stuff. He's done a lot of research on shit, and he remembers hearing, like he was reading like a travel diary one time, and somebody had mentioned, and the name is unfamiliar to you, but now it kind of clicks together because of what Roland had kind of told you guys earlier, that it is the symbol of Asmodeus.
Okay.
Fuck.
Well, I'll keep... we're invisible, so I'm going to keep quiet.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but
We
Obi's the
know.
only one that knows this, I mean, player-wise.
Yeah.
So the 3 robed figures kind of walk in. You guys don't really see their faces because they got the hoods up. And they're kind of standing in that classic formation. There's one in the front and then two on the sides. And the one in the front goes, Guido, where is the shipment? And Guido's like, we ran into some trouble. That's the cost of doing business, man. Like, for every 5 runs we do, we're gonna lose 1 or 2. He's like, the hooded figure goes, Asmodeus is already displeased with your performance as of late, Guido. The last thing that he would like to hear right now is that you are failing even further. Everything that you have now is because of our glorious, magnificent Asmodeus. So, if you do not have a shipment to us by the end of the day, I will be forced to inform Asmodeus personally of your transgressions. And Guido's like, listen, like, we've done business together for many years. Asmodeus is a smart guy. He knows that this is the cost of doing business, okay? This stuff is going to happen all the time. And the guy pretty much like holds out his hand and he's like, enough! You will give us the shipment by the end of the day. That'll be all, Guido. And they turn and walk out the door. The door closes. And Guido puts his head in his hands and is like staring down at his desk now.
Guido, what?
He says, ooh, someone's in trouble.
I say that in person. Guido, what did you get yourself into?
That is an incredibly long story. And actually, it's going to take a second for me to tell it, so hold on one second. I got to check my soup.
Okay.
You know what? That's not fair. I was not expecting this because I really just wanted to beat Guido up just for stealing the ship. Like, now I'm thinking, like, they
There's
had
still
to
time.
steal the ship. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he, like, offered them the ship or something, and now I'm worried. I'm worried right now. God.
So it was either his death or the ship, is what you're saying?
Kind of, you know? I mean, I don't hate Guido, so, like, it's not like Rhea would do something like that, but
Right.
it's just like, Asmodeus? Fuck. So even though that we didn't pass, like, the rest of us did realize who they were at first, now we know. It's like, aw, damn it. Fuck.
We were told that Asmodeus pretty much had a cult, last session,
Yeah.
I think, so.
He's, like, taking over everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that makes sense. I didn't expect it, but makes sense.
Well, now I'm just like, fuck. Maybe we're not going to be able to get the ship out of the hangar or something. Like,
Not right away, not as easily as we thought, no. That's,
and
I guess...
also, I don't want to piss off the evil god. Like,
Oh, boy, oh boy. What a start, man. 220s? 220s? It's fucking ridiculous.
I know, we both got nat 20s. Good job,
I
Aiden.
cannot believe that.
We did it. We got right off the beginning of the Batman. Well, now that all this is going on, it's just like, damn it, I'm not going to have time to ask about Spid.
Okay, story time.
Story time.
So Guido's like, so Lucan and Rhea, after you guys were taken from the Astral Sea, ultimately he's going to tell you the story of his perspective of from that moment that you guys
Yep.
left and what he's been doing for the past 7 years, or 5
Yeah,
years.
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah.
5 years is 2 years is Lucan. Okay. So he says Reginald pretty much beamed you guys away, and me, Spiz, and Baru were left on the wreckage of the ship. Reginald said that he didn't have enough power to take all the Manetherin with him, So he took who he could, and that he was going to go and get someone to tow us back to shore. So Reginald leaves to go and facilitate that towing. So they're left in the astral sea for a good long while. And he's like, it was scary because we could see the city in the background, like pretty much engulfed in flames with the wreckage of the battle that took place. All of the, as you saw, pretty much the monsters that were spewing out of the cyst pretty much were cut off and died, but the city was irreparably damaged. We ended up, we were waiting for a while, and then Baru disappeared. And it was just me and Spiz on pretty much the wreckage of the ship. Reginald comes back and tows us to shore. Reginald informed us that he needed to go and pretty much start the rebuilding process, so he goes and fucks off. So me and Spiz were kind of like at a loss because we're now in a city that's literally burning and like in chaos. Like everything has been destroyed. There's dead bodies everywhere. There's people freaking out. Fast forward a couple weeks. Me and Spiz separated because quite honestly we thought we didn't know what happened to you guys, and essentially the mission was complete. We stopped Adamisk from destroying the natural world, and that's right, because the prophet from destroying the natural world, who we thought was Adamisk, and now there was no more Adamisk monsters attacking the city. So, in our point of view, mission over, mission complete. We don't know what the fuck happened to Lucan and Rhea right there, because that was weird, but I guess mission done. So what are we going to do? And we kind of came to the decision that we were just kind of friends by proxy. The fact that we were all on a common goal didn't make us friends. So we kind of, split paths and we kind of separated. He had mentioned something about going to some churches in town to try to figure out what he could do to get back to the natural world. I was kind of at a loss for a while. Kind of was living on the street, had really nothing, sold all my items to pretty much stay alive and put food in my stomach because the city was absolutely sacked. And there was just a lot of chaos going on. One thing that you all might not know, the Treaty of Worms is down because in that time I learned that Bahamut had died, and that some rumor that the Raven Queen isn't the Raven Queen anymore, which I don't quite understand. But essentially what we found out was the treaty could not be re-signed because two of the original signers were either dead and or not that person anymore. So the Astral Sea kind of blew up at that point as far as like chaos stuff goes. Apparently right after the battle, Lulth took that opportunity, since she was had people in the city, to take over the tower, or the Church of Sekhmet that was promised by Baru immediately, essentially kicking everyone out and pretty much setting up camp right there, right then. So there was now for the first time ever, there was an evil city or an evil church in the city, which really started, and with the treaty being down, really kicked things off. So times were really rough. For me, I was pretty much kind of doing odd jobs and trying to do odd jobs around the city, getting involved with different adventure groups, kind of like what we did for a while. On one of my adventures in the Astral Sea, I received a message, a summons actually, from Asmodeus. And what I learned kind of being in the Astral Sea is when somebody of that level of tier summons you, you go. So now that the treaty's down, Asmodeus sent a ship to pick me up and deliver me to the Gulag Magnificent. When I was there, had a meeting with Asmodeus, and now this actually happened years ago. When they actually met Asmodeus the first time, and they were told that they needed to make deals or whatnot with them, and they didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Guido was the only one that had entertained the idea. And at the end of that, when they realized that there could not be a deal, Guido asked for like a sidebar conversation with Asmodeus, and they had pretty much discussed that Guido would have been open to any like future like deals in the future. I actually had written the note down like Guido is open for dealing with Asmodeus in the future. So in that conversation between Guido and Asmodeus, Asmodeus pretty much gave Guido a opportunity to, hey, you guys, if I can use you, I can send you back to the natural world. I want to make a presence there. I can do that now because not only do I have the largest army that did not participate in the battle, so I have the resources, and the treaty is down, so I can literally go anywhere I please. I want you to spearhead my presence in the natural world. I will send you back there with men and resources to facilitate, our expansion into the natural world. And Guido's like, I made the deal. He sent me and a lot of his, a very large portion of his people and his units to pretty much start setting up churches in the natural world, as many as we possibly could. And through those churches, we kind of do things that are less than moral, human trafficking, drugs, weapons, that kind of thing, and we facilitate that through those, like, they're pretty much like safe houses put up everywhere to eventually, kind of take over the natural world. And quite honestly, for a while, things were great. I was rich and powerful. Everything that I ever wanted, I had. But unfortunately, the way Asmodeus does business is everything was great at first, but now the scales are tipping in the opposite direction, where I'm pretty much paying more dividends to Asmodeus than I'm actually gaining. And he's not the greatest boss to work for because there's no gray area for him. It's either you do it or you don't, which is what you all just saw, that this business deal did not turn out the way, again, when you make a deal with the devil, it's not the deal you think you make. So you've obviously all seen the fucking Deus Ex Machina in there. I was in a really bad place. Obviously, I'm in the worst place now. I went, took pretty much a tow truck, found the Deus Ex Machina, and brought it here. And so that it would always, because I thought you guys hadn't been back in years. Like, it was still there. I mean, I assumed you guys were dead. So why leave something that's that valuable and that powerful just lying around? So I went, picked it up, brought it back here. That only one, and to be honest, to use it if I could to facilitate my business, or two, if Asmodeus got too much of a too pushy, that's my ace in the hole. That thing is worth a lot of money. So that's why I took it. I did not steal it. I thought you guys were dead.
Well, you got yourself in a predicament now, don't you?
Yep, I sure did.
Even more so now because we need this ship.
He's like, yeah, tough to get those crystals now. after Spiz?
One, I have the crystals, and two, what do you mean about Spiz?
He's like, oh, that's right, you have crystals in your bag that you took. Well, you better make those count, because you're not getting any more crystals.
Why?
Spiz, that motherfucker, ended up somehow getting back to the natural world, going to Ring 4, did something crazy, and now apparently the dwarves and the bears are living together, and no one can get in the mountain. If you try to step foot on the mountain, you're quickly struck down.
By what?
By either of them, the dwarves or the bears.
They're working together.
They're working together. For some reason. Like, I don't know how that happened, but there are rumors that a half-orc named Spiz is the reason behind it.
Yeah, Spiz. He did what we wanted to do, but better, I'm assuming. That's
All by himself.
We
I don't know how he did it. I don't know what he did. Because literally, from that Holy War was going on for, hundreds of years between the two of them. And now they're working together.
Damn, Spiz. Whew.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about. So how do we get this ship? Because we need to get to Ring 1 as soon as possible.
Yeah, so, we need to take the ship out of this hangar.
There's
no other option.
He's like, okay, well, any chance you can help out an old friend out of a jam? Because I've got to the end of the day to come up with a lot of not-so-legal stuff. Otherwise, I might be dead.
I am not human trafficking anybody. I'm not doing anything with drugs or anything with good people, Guido. There's a reason we said no to his deals, or me and Lucan did, for that matter. We're not going to help you continue doing bad things that we disagree with.
He's like, all right.
Well, let's hear him out at least. What do you need help with?
He's like, I need to, again, and if it's subject to, if the subject turns you guys off, I'll just call it the package. The package has been
not a great start.
Pretty much when we were running things between churches, a lot of things happen where people pretty much jack our shit. Like we have security, but things happen in business where in a convoy, sometimes convoys get attacked and we lose the package. So that's what happened, and now they want all of the packages. They don't understand that that's not the way the business works. How trying to find where this package and who took it.
What's the package?
Do you want to know what the package is?
Yes, I want to know what the package is.
Okay, it's people.
Oh, then
No.
we're not going to help you enslave people.
What's stopping us from leaving you here and just taking the ship for ourselves?
I have a lot of money. It's so at this point when he says that, Zelgaius comes out of the backpack and he's like, I do need to step in just for 1 second real quick. I've been doing some research and about the Fae and only how the Feywild is constructed. And there's something here in the natural world that we could really use, and it's called cold iron. Fey creatures are extremely susceptible to cold iron. And it's not easy to mine and not easy to manufacture.
Do you know where we could acquire some?
He's like, well, the natural world's filled with it. It's the problem is one, finding it. Finding is the easy part. Mining it, and then manufacturing it into weapons. If you guys plan on taking down Waldo, who is now imbued with all the powers of the Fae, cold iron really hurts Fae creatures.
And what does this have to do with us helping out Guido?
Because Guido goes, I can facilitate that I can do that. I have a massive amount of people at my disposal. I can get you all the cold iron you need, which would cost you, hundreds of thousands of gold to get it.
Hmm. Rhea,
I want details. I would like details of this whole smuggling thing that you want us to do. Like, what exactly do you want us to do?
Find the
Spell
package.
it out for me.
Find my package. I don't know where it is, and I have 48 arrows to find it. Or I go with you guys, and I'm just hanging out with you guys now, because either that or I'm dying tonight.
What do you intend to do with these people that you?
I don't intend to do anything to them. I just deliver them to the next layer up, and then that church moves them up, and that church moves them up, and that's as far as
I have a question. So, is there already cold iron that's mined already? Can we just steal some that's already done?
No. Most people, so this is out of character. So does everyone know what cold iron is?
Yeah, it's a material for weapons and armor and stuff like that, right?
So Carol Ann's shaking her head, and maybe other people don't know either. So cold iron is iron that has not been melted. When you're using like a forge or whatnot to make weapons and steel, like that's how steel is made. Cold iron is pure iron, like you dig it out of the ground, like in chunks in rocks, like big, like this. And that's what cold iron is. Cold iron is iron that has not been manipulated by heat, and it's only never melted. And most of the time, you need to do that to form a like put it into a molten state, and then put it into a mold that then makes the sword or the hammer or whatever. So therefore, at that point, it's not cold iron anymore. Cold iron is easy to find because it's everywhere in the natural world. It's nowhere in the Feywild, which is what Zelgaius just told you. So it's easy to find, but you need to literally have a mining operation to get it, 1, and then 2, move it. It's heavy as shit. 3, you can't melt it to make weapons. You have to literally take a chisel and make the item out of the stone. Because you can't melt it. Because once you melt it, it's not cold iron anymore.
Right.
So it literally needs to be shaved, or taking a pick and
I get it.
yeah. So it's incredibly labor intensive, and for you to do that it's going to cost a lot of money. If you want anything that's made out of cold iron that will do serious fucking damage to any fey creature, that's what it's going to take.
So, okay, 1, we can find it anywhere. We just need people to be able to do it for us.
And he says he has those people.
Or we can find those people elsewhere. We're going to go planning on saving Vance's home, and we'll find people along the way that can help us do this. I just don't feel like
Hopefully, yeah.
I don't feel like being involved in human trafficking. And I know that sucks, Guido, but I guess I'm talking to everybody in the group. I don't think I could do that.
I'm right there with you. No, I couldn't. I don't want to help him out if it involves human trafficking. That's not.
I'll do it
like I said.
I'll do it for the drugs. I'm not gonna lie. If it was drugs, fuck it, that sucks. Fine, I'll find your drugs and give them back to you. But people
Here's another thing. And Guido's he's starting to sweat a little bit. He's like, you don't understand how many churches that I'm running right now. They're everywhere in the natural world. Wouldn't it be nice to have any place you need to go to rest up, get materials? I get the sense that you all haven't been outside of that hangar very long. And don't really understand what's going on in the natural world right now, do you?
No, we don't. But we also know it's Asmodeus and it's evil. So, part of the organization, their team, they're good, and there's other good people out there. We're not going to take Haven in an evil place. When that's something that we want to stop, honestly.
So I just want to say, you keep saying we. I'm just I'm just saying you're being the spokesman for the thing, but like there are other people in the room. I just want to make sure that everyone gets to share their opinion. Vance and Ray are obviously very opposed to this decision.
Yes. I mean, they're free. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because I want to give everyone a chance to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Get the we to the eyes. I personally don't want this.
Right. You keep saying we. It's just funny to me. You're like, I'm saying no. I just want to give the other two boys something, just have a chance to say something, because this could be a conversation, because this does kind of set up how difficult your travels in the natural world are gonna be from now on, either very easy or very difficult.
And I'm saying to Greedo, it's like, obviously you have a tough boss, and you own a lot of churches and know a lot of information. Maybe you can come with us and help us, or me, instead of maybe a week from now you're going to be in the same predicament and you're going to die again because you lost the package. Like, we help you now, but what is that going to do you in the future? Your life is still going to be on the line every day.
So Jackson is going to speak up, and he's going to say, I need a sidebar with everybody. Guido, you need to stay in the room.
Everybody being who? Everybody but Guido?
Everybody but Guido.
Okay. So, where are you going to do this?
We're going to head back out into the hangar.
Okay.
Shut the door behind it.
And shut the door behind it. Actually, no. I actually want to talk with just the party members. I want the organization to stay in the room to make sure they watch Guido.
Okay.
There you go. I was going to say that, but thank you.
I couldn't believe what you were saying to me. I was like, are you fucking serious?
We learned our lesson, you guys.
I was like, you guys did this before on that ship where you're like, okay, we need to
Okay.
talk. You stay here and guard yourself. We're going to go have a conversation.
I
And
know, that's why
I was like, I can't, they're doing it again. They're
That's why I
doing it
had to
again.
Right, that's why I had to rethink that.
Okay, all right. So Jackson's like, I want a sidebar with you four. Pretty much, I would say, just probably looks at maybe Missy, because Missy's kind of like the leader of the organization people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys want to stick in here while we go have a quick sidebar. And Lucan's like, okay, so what? Are we not involved in this now?
Don't worry about it. Whatever we've got to talk about, we'll keep you guys in mind.
You just need him to...
And he's like, okay. And, I mean, Tempe doesn't say anything. Sickly Mouse is just, like, looking around the room. Like, all of this conversation that's been going on, Guido's story, all of this kind of stuff, it's as if it's just, like Sickly Mouse is literally, like, going around the room and, like, moving picture frames and, like, picking stuff up and looking at it. Like, it's as if she could care less about what's going on.
Of course.
I do... Wait, like, character-wise, like, from my understanding, Guido doesn't speak Elvish, right?
Hang on.
Because I'm just saying we wouldn't even have to leave the room. We all
Right.
speak Elvish.
I gotta look that up. I don't know.
Like, Obi speaks Elvish, right? And then so does Jackson and Vance. We wouldn't even have to leave the room, is all I'm saying.
Right.
If we didn't want to. I would
That's true, yeah.
Out of
Or
That's a good point.
Infernal. Or Infernal.
Or Infernal.
You
Or
guys
this-
all speak
yeah.
Infernal.
Yeah, but see, the thing is I don't know. Jackson wouldn't know that. Jackson has no idea what this guy's capable of.
True.
Fair
So
enough. Okay,
that's
yeah.
why.
Yep.
Never
Okay.
mind. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go into the hangar then. Everybody goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys are in the hangar. Door closed. There's the Deus Ex Machina. And there's all like mechanic equipment lining the room. It's just the four of you guys. Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
it's
So
five, including
Three of
Zelgaius.
And
Who's
then-
still?
Five, yeah.
So Zelgaius is still out of the bag. Like, and he's like on Jackson's shoulder. Because usually it's weird because usually he comes out, he says something, he goes back in the bag. He's actually sticking around for this one.
Okay.
all right. So anyway, so I look at the group and I go, all right. So here's our current situation. I don't know who this Guido is, but from the story that he told, it sounds like he's more worried about saving his own bacon. So with that in mind, we can't just steal the Deus Ex Machina, because more than likely you can come up with a story that says we stole it and then now we got a whole fucking church after us. However, thinking about what we actually need, he's got the resources. It would be a lot easier if we helped him out, even though I understand that people don't like it. But it would definitely be a lot easier to get what we need and get back. So, if we're going to do this, we need to all be in agreement as to what we're going to do and the consequences that it's going to cause. Because, like I said, if we just up and take it and leave him here, more than likely I have a bad feeling that he is going to say something, and now we've got every Church of Asmodeus looking for us.
Well, not if he comes with us.
It's going to make everything much harder.
Not if he comes with us.
Right. Okay. So if he comes, okay. So So how do we know that? Because if he comes with us and we don't help him with the package, why is he there? What's in it for him? What is he going to get out of it?
He won't be dead.
Okay. So it's either come with us or die, or stay here and possibly die. I mean, I understand that, you guys don't want to take this job, but...
So I don't mean to cut you off, but, like, Zach has a very, very good point. Ultimately, at the start of the whole deal conversation, you guys felt that you kind of had the upper hand on Guido. What Guido pretty much did was very subtly threaten you. Like, you guys are at a checkmate right now. So it's like, yeah, either you get in bed with Asmodeus, and you have all the resources you need, and you don't have a fucking massive army church on your ass now, which Guido's pretty much kind of said, like, and even Roland has mentioned that, like, it's really fucking bad. Like, Asmodeus is fucking everywhere.
My thing is, even if we do help him out with a shipment, how does that guarantee us the ship? Like, couldn't Asmodeus just request another shipment of some kind?
Well, undoubtedly he will, because again, Guido is kind of like a mob boss.
Right.
But that's kind of. But he's not the top. Like, it's a pyramid scheme. So Asmodeus gave him pretty much his foundation and all this stuff, and pretty much Guido runs Asmodeus in the natural world. Like, he's his main guy in the natural world.
Right.
So, like, Guido is very powerful in the natural world, is what you're ascertaining. You're getting that from not only him, but you also heard it from Roland.
Right, and that's why I wanted to make sure that. That's why I wanted to specifically say that whatever we decide to do, we need to understand the consequences that are going to come along with it. Such as, if we help him, now Asmodeus might think that he has a crew that he can run with to get shit that he needs.
Which I'm not really down for.
And the opposite of that is, if you don't help Guido and you don't get embedded with Asmodeus, you're gonna have to deal with him, and his followers, who seem to, what you guys have heard, have a very strong presence in the natural world.
Yeah.
So he's like, you guys thought you had the upper hand, and he pretty much like moved his chess piece for him. Was like, how about this? Like, so like, yeah, his proposal actually kind of like checkmates you, or not checkmates, but like puts you guys in check. Because you guys both have something each other wants, and without one or the other, you guys both have the power to fuck each other over at this point.
So, I think that we need to get more information on this whole why they want this package, person, whatever, what they're planning to do with this person. And then after that, make the decision. And if we decide to go for it, and job, then we make sure to tell Guido that this is a one-time thing and we are not helping him any longer. That way we are not in bed with Asmodeus and we still get what we want.
Is that to me or is that to the group?
That's to us.
That's to
I figured.
everyone,
Okay, yeah. Hold on one second. You guys can keep
Okay.
going. You guys keep talking. I just gotta do something real quick.
But I am strongly against any harm to this package. So if anything is going to happen to this package, then yeah, we're not doing it, or I'm not doing it.
Well, I imagine it's probably a slave trade thing, right?
Like, we saw what happened to that prophet, the girl in the Feywild. Like, imagine that kind of happening to these people.
Well, we don't know what they're actually doing with it. I mean, this could be a person that, I don't know, followed Asmodeus for a long time and then went back on his word, and now he's a rebel or whatever. I mean, I'm kind of okay with handing over a rebel person to the cult, pretty much. Or maybe this person is a mass murderer and Asmodeus wants him to join his church. I'm totally okay with killing him. Just saying.
I'm also curious how he lost the package in the first place. How Guido lost.
People want their people back.
He
Like,
explained it that people like he's the bad guy.
yeah,
And
he's
people
the
are like
bad guy.
they're human trafficking people. So yeah, there are going to be some people out there that are going to be like, we're going to raid this caravan of stolen people and get them out of there.
And also, at some point, we're gonna be against Asmodeus anyways. So why does it matter if we're against him now, or if they know that we took the
You can
ship out?
facilitate what you need right now.
Yes.
Two things: money and resources.
Yes, we need money and resources, but doing the wrong thing for the right reason still makes it wrong. And
It's a philosophical debate. It's a philosophical.
when Rhea has done some bad things for the greater good, she doesn't want to do it anymore.
Right. So-
she wants to just do the right thing at this point.
So essentially what this is like there's a moral quandary going on because as you guys have gotten to the second part of book 2, you guys have realized the things that you had done in the past that you thought were the right reasons actually yielded really bad results. And now you guys, your thought process is a little bit more clear now. It's like you guys are thinking more than one step ahead for once. Being like, what are the repercussions, like Zach said, what are the repercussions of these decisions?
So I'm saying for Rhea that we don't help him with the package.
Rhea, how difficult is it to... You fought in a god before. How difficult is it to kill a god?
Well, from my understanding, only another god can kill another god. I'm assuming that's how. I'm not proposing to kill Asmodeus.
At the current moment, there is no god that can stand up to Asmodeus.
So at this, yeah, like I'm not saying take down Asmodeus, but
You might have to in the future if we don't agree to this deal with Guido,
it's,
is what I'm saying. I'm still sticking with no about the human trafficking, but
I get Spizz's point. I totally see it.
yeah.
I totally see it, but I just don't. I don't think I can do it. We have our ship. I mean,
I can't decide until I have more information.
we came here for a reason. We're getting sidetracked by these other things.
Spiz is going to reach in his backpack and pull out the pocket full of souls. I'm wondering if the pocket full of souls, and I'm telling this to everybody here. I'm wondering if maybe we can, instead of that, just barter these souls. At least some of them. Not all of them. It all depends on what that package is and why it's so important.
Right. And like I said, I can't decide until I have more information.
Plus, they're your souls. You can do whatever you want with them. I mean,
That's it.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If we can do that instead of having to go get the package and then take the ship and still be on good terms with Asmodeus,
Right.
technically we didn't do anything wrong because they're already mine to begin with.
Exactly. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So Gaius kind of pipes things again. He's actually involved in this conversation. Something about this conversation he's interested in.
Yes,
Like
I see it.
Like, he's like, so you all talking about like morals and why you guys don't want to do this because it doesn't feel right in your hearts or whatnot. But the thing is, coming from an evil, I am evil, and I know the Astral Sea, and I know Asmodeus. If you want to talk about morals and you want to pay Guido off with souls to take the place of his missing package, you're now putting souls into Asmodeus' hands.
Yeah, that's bad.
Because it sounds like from Guido's point of view, it's like everything that he makes gets funneled up the pyramid to Asmodeus. That's the way Asmodeus' church works. Same thing with Tiamat.
And also, maybe the organization doesn't want to help in human trafficking.
Yeah, they're not in this conversation.
I don't. To be fair, we didn't ask them either. So even if we did say yes, they might not help us.
It doesn't. I don't think they seem to like the people to even want to even be in bed with Asmodeus at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got their own concerns.
You have to see too. That's why Lucan had stressed the point of like Asmodeus' presence here is fucking bad. That's why they're involved.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't a religious matter, they wouldn't be here. They wouldn't give a shit. That's what the organization does. But what's left of it.
Yeah. So they wouldn't help. I don't think.
They're intermediaries. They usually stick pretty neutral and let interference in between. But again, they're kind of like the force, balancing the force. It's like Asmodeus is out of fucking control, and like because all the organization knows is the rules of the treaty, which is no longer around.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of at a loss. Like, what do we fucking do here? Try to keep the peace in some way, even without the treaty being intact. That's what they've always done: is keep the treaty intact.
Yes.
Jake, you really threw us a fucking curveball at the beginning of this session.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we should do either. I don't think.
Then what option do we have?
Just to take the ship. And handle the repercussions, just like we would handling repercussions of giving human people to Asmodeus or whatever.
Well, Obi said he wanted to find out more information.
We're getting something bad out of it either way. I'd rather that
You'll bring me effectively put you guys in check. Like this is the scenario you guys are in. I'm in a bad situation, but so are you.
And just side note, Obi can't do anything with memory, right? You can't like modify his memory and make him forget that we were like even here.
Lucan has share memory.
Oh, damn. That would be cool. Be like, let's just fuck this all and make him forget that we but never.
Just out of curiosity, with those 5 years, did Lucan level?
He did, but not to the same level you guys are at.
Right, so he's higher.
Well, here's another question. Did Lucan ever end up getting his levels back?
No.
He didn't?
So he's actually, with the weird math of Lucan is the fact that he's died, he lost 2 levels.
Yeah.
And then he did level, but again, that's what I'm saying. He's not the same level as you guys.
So he's a level lower than he was, I guess?
I just didn't know.
He's a level higher than when he last left you guys.
But it's lower than it.
It's lower than you.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if he could cast Wish.
What level is...
Is he smiling? Is he smiling? He's smiling, isn't he?
He's thinking. He has a thinking face on.
What level is Fish?
Yeah, what level is Wish? Because he still has a cloak. Like, it's
It's a 9th level spell, right?
It's a 9th level spell, yeah. It's the ultimate spell for wizards and for sorcerers. Because they can literally alter reality with that spell.
Damn.
Never how Wish worked. Remember we talked about it, AJ? You need an
Yeah,
axe.
I know.
Oh,
We
okay.
talked about it.
Oh, gotcha.
He can do it, but the thing is, where are you going to find National?
I was just thinking outside the box.
No, and so is AJ. I mean, he's getting it, but me and AJ almost a year ago had this fucking conversation about Wish, and yeah, it's the most OP spell in the game, but you need a national diamond. None of you have ever seen it.
All right, here's a question that we need to ask as well.
And the key word there is astral. Where are you right now?
The natural.
There you go.
go.
So here's another question that we need to figure out too. Where the fuck is this hangar? What ring are we on?
Good question. No one's ever asked.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I know.
Because if we're already on ring 1, we really don't need the ship.
That'd
mean,
be kind of funny.
Already on ring 1.
I want the ship so I can give it to Luke. That's why I want the ship.
Oh, okay.
And also, I don't think we're on ring 1. That's just my guess. But,
Jake. Jake.
Yes.
Obi opens the door, he peeks his head, and he's like, "What ring are we on?" Asking Guido.
And like even the organization's members turn to Guido and go, "Yeah, where are we?" Guido's like, "You guys are in Basalt. Ring 6.
Ring 6, okay.
Ring 6.
Okay, thank you, and I shut the door again, and I go back to the room.
oh,
Ring
ring
6.
Aura. I
Where the tower fell and crashed in the ground.
I should wink at Lucan. But I know he's not there.
Yeah.
I don't know, I know, but I would be like, wink Lucan, we can see Aurora again, but I guess you're...
I don't know how Missy would feel about that.
But yeah, okay, so we're on ring 6.
You close the door again, like, and then.
Yeah, he closed it.
Yeah, I close the door again and go back to the group.
We know where you are.
I'm just saying, I don't think we should do it, regardless. I mean, we're about to go attack like this wolf guy or whatever, and the organization is not going to help kidnap people. And eventually, at some point, we're going to be at odds with Asmodeus anyways. I mean, I am. Like, if we ever come back to the natural world after we go back to the Feywild, and we hopefully come back, not to, help people do bad things. So at some point, we're going to be at odds with them. And I just think we can find people along the way to help us get what we need. Because this opportunity came up, and something else could come up.
I just don't know. Damn it.
I'm saying.
I'm still sticking with no, but like, I don't know. Obi said he wanted to learn more information from Guido about.
Yeah, I need more information before I can say yes or no.
Yeah. I think that would all behoove us.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm leaning towards no, but I need more information.
Okay. So you guys going back in the room?
Yeah, let's
Yep.
go back in
Yeah.
the room.
So you guys go back in the room, and the first thing you see is it looks like Sickly Mouse is like standing right in front of Guido's desk, and she's doing that thing like mimes do, like they're in a glass box.
Why?
And she's
I know there's no reason. I understand. Yeah.
so she's standing in one side of the room, and she starts at the wall, and she's like,
Oh my god.
in front of
I like her.
there goes in front of her.
I like her. Okay.
She's like, he's got a barrier.
Around him?
Like, there's she's like, it's an invisible wall.
Like a real one, or like
A little
an
fucker.
emotional barrier?
So, like, she's like, actually touching the wall. And
Oh.
directly in front of Guido's desk.
Oh, that little fucker. Oh, I see.
So it looked like she was crazy, right? But no, she's actually telling you, no, he's got a barrier up.
Oh, okay, Guido. I see how it is.
She's like, listen, you guys came in the door, I hit the emergency button, and I didn't know who the fuck you guys were.
Yeah, and you said,
I'm not. He was hitting the emergency like spell button that goes. Like, tell her like that anybody comes in that door that he's not expecting. He has everything ready just in case somebody fucking kicks in the door, and eventually takes a shotgun blast at him. Oh, Eric.
okay, so my friend Odie has some questions I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
First off, it's nice to meet you. I never met a halfling, so I'm actually really excited to talk to you.
Like, cool. Would shake your hand, but
Yeah. Anyways, so couple things. This package.
Yeah.
Why do you guys want this package? And mind you, we need the truth here, because if you are lying to us, we're going to just walk out and steal the shit.
Okay, so, as you know, packages are people.
Yep.
We take people from the ring that they're on and move them up a ring. That church facilitates that move, and then that church takes those people and moves them up a ring again, and then a ring again, and then a ring again, and it's all for our upward movement to the left. Apparently, even there was a deal struck as some other entity. Funnel up the rings to ring 1, and that's even beyond my access. I don't know why or what this entity was, why we're doing this. I just
And what are we with the people?
I honestly do not.
And I suddenly get up to ring 1. I wonder if that has that's not ring 1. That we're about to go destroy. Like,
So, you don't know what happens to these people or why they want them?
You pick them up off the street, most of them are
Hey, Jake, it's kind of hard to hear you.
most of them are just people that no one would ever miss. They kind of pick them up off the street and then they disappear. And my job is not to know how 8 people. Yeah.
I didn't hear a thing you said, man.
yeah, I don't.
Sorry, we hear your mom. We hear your mom in the kitchen.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
He doesn't know what they use the people for.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
They're just randomly grabbing people and sending them up to another ring for whatever reason, vice versa.
I'll wait till he's back, but I want to do a sense motive to see if he's lying.
I'm right here.
You can do a sense motive. He's right here.
Oh, he is? Okay. Okay. Gotcha. My sense motive. Oh, shit. My sense motive is terrible. That's 0, so 13.
13. You've never met this guy. You don't know who he is. He's got pretty much a poker face. Not as good as Tempest, but he seems like what he's saying is what he's saying.
Okay.
Well, I turn to Missy and I say, I'm going to assume that you guys don't want to help get this package.
She's like, we're not
Okay.
Deus in any
No,
way
no.
because
I'm agreeing with you. I just wanted to clarify that that's what I thought.
Sort of say, like, are you actually considering this?
No, I'm not. I just wanted to clarify. That's where you guys stood.
It's like, I know that Guido was our friend and all, but this
No.
is something totally fucking different.
Yes, no.
So, I think we've come to a decision, Guido, that we are not going to be helping you. You are more than welcome to, you're great friends with Rhea and Lucan, I guess, so you're more than welcome to come with us and we can try to, save your life, I guess, but as far as helping you get your package back, I think we are going to decline.
He goes, say that, stands up from his desk and starts going and paper towel.
Is anyone else hear him? I can't
No,
hear him.
I can't
I
hear
can
him.
barely hear him.
Okay, good. It's not just me.
Jake, we can't hear you.
Speakers are not on. You're just we can hear everything.
All right, is that better?
Much better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So when Obi says what he says that we're going to decline. As soon as he does that, Guido starts. He stands up from his desk and he starts opening drawers and taking things out of it, like trinkets and papers. So it's almost like he's not even really listening to you anymore. Like you're talking at him, but he's not paying. He's not looking at you. He pulls a backpack out from underneath his desk. He starts putting stuff in the backpack. By the time Obi finishes his sentence, he opens one final drawer open. He takes a knife out of it, closes the drawer, turns his back on you guys, takes the knife, puts it in the air, moves his hand down. There's a slit in the air, and there's an opening. Like a flash of light comes in. This is unnatural in this room. He walks through it. He turns around. You see him one more time. He takes the knife up and goes and closes it. You guys are in his office alone now.
I quick run out to the ship.
Okay.
On the ship. Yeah. Nothing else to do here.
Yep. He pretty much packed his bug out bag. Like, all right, I've always had plans this might happen where shit hits the fan and like I gotta fucking go on the lam. This is it.
From.
You guys would have learned if you guys would have made the deal.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
we'll go to shit. Oh well.
I ran out to the
is
ship
this
to make
barrier
sure he
still
didn't
up?
take it.
You don't know. The Sickly Mouse is doing something else now. Like, even that didn't seem to phase her that much. Like, she's kind of doing her own thing, like balancing things on her
I
finger, and
Or check to see if the barrier's still up.
it's up. You kind of feel walk forward, and you end up hitting a wall that's invisible.
Can I dispel it?
If you have Dispel Magic.
I do have dispel magic
Okay.
because that leveled up.
There you go. So Obi puts his hand on the wall and does like an incantation, like and then his hand goes through it. He's like, the barrier's down.
Okay, I check her desk. Did he take everything? Or is there other stuff?
There's papers in there. There is one thing. So what you see is a bunch of papers. It looked like obviously he was in a hurry. Again, as soon as you said you declined, he jumped into action. He grabbed what he could and put it in the bag and then fucked off. You find a lot of papers. You find three.
It's hard to hear you, Jake. Your mom's
All
definitely
right,
loud.
we're gonna have to be in a hold because it's too loud. All right, we're in a hold. Hang on.
Okay. I can still hear him. It's just I hear chopping in the background. I don't know if we're fucked or if we did get the right. I mean, we did the right thing, but
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're totally
Jackson.
fucked.
You should definitely.
we definitely fucked ourselves.
You should definitely check on that ship. Just saying.
Am I what?
You should definitely check on the ship. See if he.
Oh, no, he is. Yeah, he
Oh
ran.
yeah,
to-
I already ran out to the ship.
Yeah, so depends on what Jake says if he's there or not or whatever. Yeah, because Jackson thought ahead.
As soon as I saw him leave,
Yeah.
there's something I don't know. I'm gonna go check that fucking ship.
It's the price of living with roommates.
So, yeah. I'm gonna go back outside. Okay. Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
gonna pour myself a drink since it's Cinco de Mayo.
I don't have anything. I can't believe we don't have anything.
I thought about it. I just never got around to it.
Well,
Damn.
I'm gonna pour myself a drink because we got fucked. We got what we wanted, but we got fucked too.
Yeah, I'll be right back too.
I will
Thanks,
too.
Greg.
Why not? Fuck it.
Sorry, guys.
Important scene and a lot of important information. I know. Spam shit.
God. I gotta plug this in. I'm plugging in.
I put her on as well, but...
But sorry again, she's cooking food. Chopping like it's the end of the day. Oops.
Okay. What time do you think it's gonna be done?
We're not gonna do it until after games.
Okay, cool.
Because I figured you had your game.
Yep. Cool. Alright, just making sure.
No, I know. I know that's what she's doing. That's why I didn't say anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is what it is.
It's like I can't even get mad. She's making us dinner. Yeah, she's like,
She's almost done.
what is happening? Some of the yellow ones are coming.
Yeah, a lot of them, some of them negative. There are, like, even the white ones on the left, they're rebudding. Like, there's some buds there.
Oh, yeah,
Those
yeah.
will pop. It's just, yeah.
Oh, we also forgot to give water.
And on a hot day, too.
But seriously, these bee ones, they're not even dying. The ones even back here.
Yeah, those are
Look-
fine.
Look at this yellow one. Hit it, and it's still not dying.
I know.
Like,
I know.
those are
Those things are resilient.
Those are resilient puppets. Like, that's crazy.
Remember when I was talking about the river that branches into 18 different directions?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking. I was trying to. My brain felt like it was gonna like. I was like doing that pulsating thing this morning. I was like, okay, they might do this, they might do that, they might do this, they might do that.
Fucking Guido, though. But he did give me an idea. He was like, it's going to be hard for you to get crystals. And I'm like, no, not if Spiz is still alive. Because obviously he made that happen, and they obviously like him maybe then. He can help us get more crystals if we need it. And we know a way of talking to him. So... curious. Well, we have enough for now.
You have enough to get the ship moving. Yes. Now.
The weapons use a lot of energy, but if we still if we still get energy from the city,
it's different technology.
I understand that, but we can make ships like Roland's, or there's Sickly Mouse. Maybe she can make weapons for the ship that use that, so we don't use the energy from the crystals. Because yes, I do remember that the crystals take a lot of energy to use the weapons. And you need so much power for the ship to even move.
Yeah, I wanted to move, and you've used the guns on this Ex Machina during that battle of the undead where Skelmos died. Those guns take an immense amount of the energy away out of those crystals.
Yeah.
So like what you have is one full tank of gas, pretty much.
That's right, yeah. Right, I know that.
So again, your next move, you guys seem to be jumping into action right now.
Well, just to get off the ship, because obviously it's filled with Asmodeus' people, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we can go.
Let's first get off the freaking hangar. Okay, sorry, Rhea looks at it one thing at a time. She's like, no.
One step at a time.
One step at a time, you guys. Like, if you want to think ahead, that's cool, but I'm also going to remind you where we are in this moment.
Okay, I am back.
Ooh, good.
Huh?
Are you put a sweatshirt on? Getting a little cold?
Well, okay, with the sun out, it's nice, but shade, it's it's a little chilly, you know. It's Michigan. Shut up.
I know. So, while we're waiting, we found out, it was like last week or whatever, they have this thing in Austin called Eeyore's Birthday.
Okay.
You know Eeyore, right, from Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watched it as a kid or whatever, but there's this episode where Eeyore thinks that everyone forgot his birthday, but at the end of the episode, they had this big party planned for him or whatever. So for like 50 years now, they've been doing Eeyore's Birthday, where everyone gets together and celebrates Eeyore's birthday. And apparently it's just like a bunch of like hippie fest. People like smoking out and about.
Okay.
Another cool thing is that in Austin, it's illegal to walk around topless for like women and everything. So there's boobies and smoke everywhere. And I didn't know it was a thing, and I missed it. But next year, the things that people come up with to celebrate Eeyore's birthday, like.
Hey man, don't be knocking no Eeyore now.
No, I'm not. I think it's awesome, but it's like that's something I feel like I would never think of to do. Like celebrate Eeyore's birthday.
Yeah, celebrate Eeyore's birthday with smoking and topless women. Yeah! Sounds like a guy created that. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie on that one.
Hey, sorry, I'm back. Are we still waiting?
No, I think Jake just had it.
Oh, okay.
So, I am ordering pizza.
Ooh.
So when it gets here, I'm gonna have to just step away for a little bit because I'm full of it. But let me know.
What kind of pizza you getting?
Pepperoni bacon, and then cheesy bread, and then triple chocolate brownies.
Damn it, AJ, you're making me want pizza now.
I just want the brownies now.
Ooh. I got myself some chilled wine. Delicious.
Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot to grab beer.
I'm upset I have nothing to drink.
And I made a
Like
sandwich.
beer or piss in a can, AJ?
Piss in a can for
Thank
you,
you.
Stiz. Beer for me. Fucker.
I just had to make sure we clarified that.
What do you drink, AJ?
Yeah. Miller Lite. Same thing Jake does.
Oh,
Oh.
lucky Jake was in the other room.
It's piss in a can.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that either.
I drank that
Alright,
in
well,
college.
I'm gonna go grab my piss in a can. I'm gonna go grab my piss in a can. You guys can just chill and drink your haterade because you're haters.
It's okay, because I think Jake's the only person that I know right now